We have been talking about the future of work for a long time. And it seemed like there were people who were leaders, and then there were laggards who were just kind of like catching up and maybe waiting to see what everybody else was going to do. But the pandemic accelerated the future of work and made many have to rethink what is work, what is the workplace, and what is the worker itself.
We're thinking all the time about this ed to employment pipeline. And how do we make sure that the academic programs that we are approving are relevant to the world of work? So the opportunity for us is it's a necessity to be urgent in this work, because as Giselle has mentioned, pandemic has accelerated the future of work, and yet that means the skills and competencies are the coin of the realm.
I think a lot of the institutions in higher ed that did pretty well during the last year in the pandemic are those that were pretty nimble and agile to begin with. But it also illuminated that business model within higher ed that is based upon traditional business practices and models, and is not really as nimble and agile as we would like, to be quite honest. And those that were able to adapt more quickly and be able to serve students and get things up and running pretty fast.
One thing that I think about that was a pre-COVID challenge is that we really do not help individuals understand how to apply their aptitude and interest to the world of work. And so when you think about individuals, workers, future workers who are first in family to work, first in family to go to college, the question remains, I think, in terms of system redesign and build, how do we make sure that we have pathways, but that more importantly, we help people to understand which pathway? How do you get on the pathway? How do you pay for the pathway? In America, we just don't do a good job of career exploration, career exposure, helping people to understand how to navigate into the world of work. And I think that that's an area that we absolutely have to think about if we're going to erase equities.
One of the exciting things that is being talked about in the conversations that we're having now in this country about racism and inclusion, we're really moving beyond just, okay, who are the faces in the room, but everybody has to conform to the way we've structured society, which we know has been, has like tremendous casualties, whether it's people who are unemployed, people who never get into the workforce, people who are overworked, burned out, people who are at the bottom and don't have a say. I mean, there's just a lot about the way we've organized our society that isn't working.
I would add the key silver lining to the pandemic is that it has highlighted how poor our system was for many people, and how much better off we all would be, and especially many of us specifically would be, if it was designed with everyone in mind instead. And so it kind of forces an opportunity to do better.